Hello fellow stitchers, I hope everyone is well, and today I'm going to show you how I do the Continental Stitch. If you want to know what the Continental Stitch is, please keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Shirley and this is Alchemy Needlework, and as I said in my intro, I am going to be doing the Continental tent stitch in a tapestry or needlepoint piece of work. The benefits of using the Continental stitch is that, like the basket weave, it's more hard wearing, especially if you're making things like cushions and stuff that is going to be worn or is going to have friction, because the wear on the back of the work will be even and you won't be getting any frayed wool and stitches coming away from your work. So without further ado, let me show you what I'm doing. This is a beginner's piece from Anchor. It's called Anemones. I'll put all the details, I got this from Amazon, and I'll put all the details down in the description box. I'm not affiliated or anything like that, just in case you like the piece of work, and it's quite reasonably priced and it'll be very quick to set up and do. Now, the Continental tent stitch is basically a half cross stitch. Let me show you the back. And the back of a Continental stitch is like this, and a half cross stitch is like that. So you can see the difference. That is a little bit thin and that one's got more substance behind it and more security on it. So let me just put this into my frame and I'll show you how to do the Continental stitch. So I'm just going to set up my camera and my work and I'll be back with you shortly. Right, the gremlins have been affecting here. So I have just lost all that these couple of rows have not been recorded. The camera decided to go through. So I'm just going to go through again what I said, which might have been missed by the previous thing. We're working in blocks of 4 in these squares and moving along 1. This is a single gauge plastic mesh, pre-printed, and I am going to go from the top right into the bottom left, and then I'm going to bring up into the top right. No, I'm not. This is really flummoxed me, the camera dying. Right, so I'm going into the bottom left, into the top right, and then I'm going across 1, and then I'm going back into the opposite corner. So I'm working in a block of 4 all the time, going from diagonal to diagonal. And keeping the tension right by doing that. And I've got a funny feeling they are half cross stitches. Are they? Nope. So I'll show you the work in a minute. So here I am. I'm going into this one and then back down to the bottom, and then working from the top right to the bottom, so that you're keeping a constant tension by using the same stitch. You can tell when you go into half stitch the tension is completely different. And we're just going into that. That's grey, cream, so I am dropping down to this one. So I'm going bottom left, top right again. So that's gone into half cross stitch, So bottom left, right. It is so easy to just slip into cross stitch, half cross stitch. Bottom, because I've moved across one, it's a lot easier this time to go knot. So into the top of the, through this row, down, up, I bet you if I weren't filming this, I wouldn't have two sticks of an issue. I have had numerous takes of trying to get this right. Just do that one as well. And I haven't got much left. And if I do any more, it's going to start fraying, as you can see. So I'm just going to secure that. And that, believe it or not, is how you do a tent stitch. And that is how the tent stitch looks at the back. So you can see it's robust. So if you're doing this on a cushion, you've got no problems. And that is how you do it. So let me know what you think. As I said, it's very easy to fall into a half cross stitch, and at the moment there is some rows that are cross stitch on here and some of those that are tent stitch. So I will leave you now. Thank you very much for putting up with me and watching this. I hope it's been a help, and I'll see you in my next video. So in the meantime, just keep stitching.